Greetings, friend. I will show you how to solve this classic Sudoku by Glum Hippo by using remote pairs. Not only that, I'll give you all the intermediate steps you need to set up this advanced strategy. Click below if you want to give it a go, and that it's solving time. First thing you want to focus on are the 8s. You got 8s here in rows 5 and 6, and this 8 coming down. Column 1 means the only place left for an 8, and block 4 is right here. And then you got columns 1 and 3 with this 8, and row 8 means only one place left for an 8 in block 7. Also focus, got this 8 cutting across row 1, the 8s in columns 5 and 6 means only one place left for an 8 here in block 2. And then with this 8 coming up with the 8s in rows 1 and 3 means you can solve for an 8 right here. And then the last 8 we can place is in this spot right there. So you can knock through all the 8s pretty nice. You can't get a 1 if those of you like to start with the 1s. You got 1s here in rows 6 and 5, and this row 1 coming down column 7, so you can solve for a 1 right there. But you can't really do too much more with the 1s at this point. And then if you look, because of the 8s now with these 7s, you got these 2 7s here, means the only place left for a 7 in block 7 is right there. So we get a lot of good solving in. Glum Hippo I've featured before. In fact, I'll put a link to a great puzzle that I solved at the end, so you want to stay tuned for that. And also remember, I'm setting you all up to do the remote pairs, but you got to do a couple of intermediate steps before you get there. Otherwise, you may not see what you need to do to get to that spot. Okay, let's do a little bit of Snyder notation. Now we got these 7s here. I got 7 in these 2 spots. So Snyder notation means there's only 2 possibilities for a candidate in a 3x3 block. You mark it, and so that if you solve one of these cells, you can solve the other one immediately. Also, let you know where some advanced single candidate strategy might be available to you. Other things I want to look at is we got these 4s. So you got a 4 here, got these 2 4s. Means there are 2 spots for 4 right there. And then what's kind of cool in this puzzle, you want to make some significant progress. Let's look here in row 4. I just placed this 7. You look here, where can a 7 be in row 4, right? Well, it can't be here because of this 7. Can't be here because of this 7, and it can't be here because of this 7. So there's only one place left for a 7 in row 4. It's right there in block 5. And that's nice because it's actually going to open up a few more possibilities for us. There's only 2 places left for 7, block 2. But now we can kind of focus here and go, hey, what other solving can we do because we placed that 7 there? And one thing we can help for is we got these 2 9s, columns 5 and 6. Got this 9 come across row 4. So we can solve for a 9 right there. And then we can look and go, okay, what are we missing? Missing a 2, a 4, and a 6. Well, I got a 4 here, and a 4 here means I can solve this for 4. And then I got the 6 right here, so I can solve this for a 2 and solve this for a 6. So this step, putting the 7 in, really speeds up all the solving here in block 5. If you notice that, you'll get a lot further along. So I wanted to point that one out. That's one of those first intermediate steps you're going to need. But stay tuned, because we've got a couple more that's going to set up this puzzle really nice and get you to that, what I said, the remote pair. One of my favorite advanced strategies. If we look here in column 4, what do we need? We need a 3, 5, and 6. There's some restriction going on. I see a 3 and a 6 right here. So I know this is a naked single 5. I can solve that right off the bat. And I can put a 3 and a 6 by value cells right there. Okay, remote pairs require by value cells. So we got a 3 and 6 here. We got a 3 and a 6 here. That's going to come into play. So we want to keep an eye on those. All right, what else can I do some here? Let's look across. Looks like we need a 4 and a 5. I got a 4 right here. So here's your 5. And here's your 4. So that's kind of another little neat trick. Look for the great restrictions and then look in one of the blocks and see if you have one of those digits. You can solve it over in the other one right away. And now with these 2 4s, there's only one place left for a 4 down here in block 7. We are going to get quite a bit of play in this puzzle. And by any means that is, you're going to get pretty far before you get stuck. And so you're going to be like, Timberlake don't need those advanced strategies. But you are going to need the advanced strategy. You will need it. Otherwise, you will not be able to finish the puzzle. Okay, this 4 coming down, this 4 means actually 4 is limited these 2 spots here. I'll make that mark with the Snyder just to kind of keep an eye on what we're doing there. And then you see how this 1 comes down here? The 1s are limited to these 2 spots, which means the 1s are going to be limited to these 2 spots. So this is a pointing pair. And what it means is ones can't be anywhere else along column 3 because they have to be somewhere in block 7, and so they're restricted to column 3 there. Okay, so that means a 1 cannot be in that spot anymore. Nice. And then looks like with the 6s, I got 2 6s here, this 6. I'm gonna put some 6s there. And we're gonna start filling out cells here in a second. But I just wanna make sure I can get all of the solving in that we can get. Okay, we got 2 9s here, and with this 9, we can actually solve this cell for a 9. And then you got this 9 cutting across row 7, you can actually solve this cell for a 9. Nice. And then with this 9 coming down here, this 9 cutting across, we can solve for a 9 right there. And now it looks like we can solve for a 9 here because of this 9 in row 6, and this 9, and this 9, columns 1 and 3. Okay, made quick work of that. And what do we have left here? Looks like it'd be a 1 5 6. I'll put 1 5 6 there. Okay. But you know, this can't be a 1 because we already know about the pointing pairs. Nice. All right. What else? Let's look at this. We got a 5 cutting across, 5 coming up. Where can a 5 be in block 2? It can only be right there. And now this is really neat. This is another tip that's going to get you to do some quick solving here and get you further. So the next intermediate step I'm going to show you here is I want you to focus here on column 1. Where can a 5 be in column 1? Okay, now it can't be here because of this 5. It can't be here because of this 5. And it can't be here because of this 5. So we can actually solve this cell for a 5. It's the only place left for a 5, which now creates a 1 6 naked pair. Again, we're making more pairs, more bi-value cells. Anytime you see BVCs, it sets you up for those advanced strategies. So we're getting closer. Is this the pair that's going to help us with the remote pair, or is it going to be these 3 6s? Let's find out. Okay, after you solve that 5, we create some restriction down here now. So let's see, what can we, what is left? Oh, it looks like a 1 3 4 6. Okay, 1 3 4 6. Well, I see a 3 and a 4 right here. Means this is a 1 6 BBC. And since these two, I'm going to point this out here. Since these two are the same naked pair, 1 6, it means a 1 6 can't be anywhere else along row 9. So we know this has to be 3 and a 4. And we can't do any other solving for the 3 4, but we know we can limit that to a 3 and a 4, which is nice. And so we want to take advantage of that. Okay, let's get rid of these colors. And let's get back to the regular solve here. Okay, looks like 1 6. We got a 1 2 6 7 to finish up column 5. This can't be a 1 or a 7. And it looks like 1 2 6 7 could be in all those spots. All right. What else we got? I'm going to kind of finish up some of these rows and columns that only have 2 or 3 cells remaining. Looks like we need a 1 2 4 here. We got a 1, a 4, so that's going to be a 2. It creates a 1 4 naked pair. Okay, get another naked pair in there. Getting excited because we're getting closer to those BVCs. What do we need across here? Looks like a 2 3 7. This can't be a 3, and this can't be a 7. Okay, got that. And then with this 1 6, it's going to give us some value here. It looks like we need a 2 5 7. Got the 7 here, so this is a 2 5. Okay, and this is going to be a 2 5 7. Looks like. And then this would be, looks like 2 3 5 7. We need a 3 and a 5 there. So I'm filling this out on purpose. We go up here 2 3 6 because we want to get ourselves to that spot we can get and use the remote pair. All right, we know the 6s are limited to these 2 spots. I'll make that mark just so I don't try to put 6 anywhere else. And this is a 1 3 5, so it looks like that can be a 1 3, and this could be a 1 3 5. Now, I want you to notice something interesting as we go across here. All right, what can this cell be? Looks like it can't be a 1, it can't be a 2, it could be a 3, but it can't be a 4 or 5, it can't be a 7, 8, or 9. This can only be a 3 or a 6. This is huge. This is a huge intermediate step we need, okay? Because I'm going to color this up again. Makes a naked pair, 3 6. So a naked pair 3 6 means that 3 and 6 can't be anywhere else along row 1. And we need this to solve the puzzle. Because now you can get rid of the 6 there. And these 2 cells, it can be a 1 2 4, 5, 7, but it can no longer be a 3 or a 6. And you can see that because of the 1 here, you can get rid of that 1. And because of the 5 here, you can get rid of that 5. So you've got 2, 4, 7. This is good, though. This is really good for us because we eliminated a lot of those extra cells. And this can be a 3, 6. Okay, wow. All right, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 3 6s. But you'll notice that this 3, 6 doesn't really see that 3, 6 because the two cells that see each other, they're already filled in. That's not going to help us, but we're getting close to where we need the remote pair. Getting really, really close, like hot, like steaming. All right, and what we're going to do is let's look across row 3 here. All right, what do we need? Looks like we need a 2, 3, 6 here. 2, 3, and a 6. Okay, but can we do any eliminations there? Let's look what can be in this cell right there. Okay, before we get and figure this out, let's come back down here. This is a, wait, you can see there's a 2 here and a 2 here. So the only place left for a 2 is right there in that spot. And that's going to help us because now we got a 1, 3, 4 up here. Looks like that'd be a 1, 3. Okay, another critical thing we need to notice. This 1, 3 here, another naked pair that's going to help us make some more restrictions. I love what you did here, Glum Hippo. This pattern of all these naked pairs running around because it sets us up for the beautiful strategy we're going to need here in just a minute. So we know now because there's a 1 and 3 limit those two spots, this cannot be a 3. And this cannot be a 1. And so what it means is this cell right here could be a 2, 6, or 7. So it's going to be a 2, 7 because the 6 is right here. But what does that mean for us with this? I have to point this out because I love this logic right here. These 3 cells are now limited, and I'll use, let's use green. I'll use the green to show you that these 3 cells are limited to 2, 4, 7. That is a naked triple. A naked triple. And what does a naked triple do for us? It means a 2, 4, 7 have to be in these 3 spots. This can no longer contain a 2. This is huge, people. Why is this huge? Why am I getting excited? Hopefully you see why I'm getting excited. Because we just revealed what we need to solve this wonderful puzzle and crack it. All right, I'm going to show these 4 cells right here. This is our remote pair. You need an even amount of the same bye-bye cells, 3 and a 6. We got 4 of them. Both, and the easy way to kind of do this is do some alternate coloring, right? So we'll do that for those 2 cells, and we'll do that for these 2 cells. And what it means is, no matter how you slice it, this cell right here cannot contain a 3 or a 6. It cannot. Okay, so you got, if you had this was a 3, that'd be a 6. This would be a 3, this would be a 6. So, you know, whatever this is, this yellow is 3, that's a 6. Same thing, if you did this is 6, this is 3, that's 6, that's 3. So the blue and yellow are opposites. So any cell that sees both those, you can eliminate both the blue and the yellow. So you can eliminate both the 3 and the 6. What could be in this cell right here? Well, when we first look at it, it could contain a 1, but it can't contain a 2. It could have a 3 in there. It can't have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it could be a 1, 3. But what do we just show with our wonderful remote pair? That this cannot be a 3 or a 6. We can get rid of that. This is awesome. This is the strategy you want to see to solve this puzzle. And now, if you are not familiar with remote pairs, I got a remote pair tutorial. You can go check it out. Put a link to it right here. And while you're at it, subscribe to Smart Hobbies, and you will solve remote pairs even better. Great. Awesome. Now, let's do the solving that we really wanted to do. Because if that's a 1, this is going to be a 4, and it's going to be a 3. I call this the gobbling up of the marked cells. I love the gobble up because I want to get rid of all those marks. The marks are to help me solve. Once I get the solve in, we'll remove the marks and get to finishing this puzzle. All right, so we got a full house here. There's only 1 cell remaining. It's got to be a 5. So as soon as I get out of the color mode, we'll put a 5 there. All right, boom. And now with this one means here's a 6, here's a 1, here's a 6, and here is your 3. Looking great. Now, what can we do? We make all these marks because of this 3. we can actually finish up this what the remote pair was. That's a 6, that's a 3, and that is your 6. Great, which makes this a 2. This is a 3. This is going to be a 6. The only place left for a 6 up there. This is going to be a 2, which makes this a 7. That's a 5, and now that's going to be a 3, which means this is going to be your 6. We can get rid of that mark right there. We got the 2 and the 7, means this has to be a 3. I got 2 spots right there. One of them is going to be a 2, and the other's got to be, looks like a 7. Okay, can we do better than that just yet? Yeah, not really. Let's go with 1. Here's your 3. Here's your 1. Here's your 5. Here's your 2. Now we can solve this for a 2, right? Because this 2 means these can't be 2s. This has to be your 2. Now we can solve our 2 and our 7 right there, which is going to make this a 7 and that a 4. And now we got this for a 1. And our last digit, since you see the 2 and the 6 right here, has to be a 7. You need to check out this other video if you want to solve advanced strategies even better. Thank you so much, Glum Hippo, for letting me feature your puzzles on this channel. Click on the membership link below and join the Smarty Party and take advantage of some exclusive benefits I have just for you. And thank you so much for watching.